Hi, we are here today with
Sebastiano Sardi, advocate of Uganda.
Emilia Cedola, advocate of Uganda.
Giulia De Vita, advocate of the DRC.
Marco Carotti, advocate of the DRC.
Okay, what is the ICJ?
It is the International Court of Justice. It is an international tribunal that decides dispute between two or more member states.
The International Court of Justice.
What is your role?
We're advocates, and we are fighting for the court to decide that Uganda is not guilty of the claims that the DRC alleged it was. And we are obviously right in this, so please support us.
Okay, and how do you find yourself with this role?
It's the funniest thing I've ever done. It's really, really interesting to study the whole case, but once you get there to the courtroom, it's the funniest experience I've ever had.
Yeah, you find yourself in very funny context. I was at 11 p.m. in the streets. It was dark, and I was searching what kind of country used this kind of missile launcher. It was in hindsight, it was so fucking funny.
And how much did you had to prepare for this role?
The preparation before the start of the simulation, it's a bit heavy, but especially because our case was a case which was in real life. It was in 1998, and it was between Uganda and the DRC, and there weren't many evidences or information on the internet. You had to search everything very thoroughly, but once the simulation started, yes, you had to do your research at home, but it wasn't too heavy, so it was sustainable.
We had a couple of weeks before the case, we had to present the witnesses, and technically we had, I believe, a bit less than 1 month to prepare everything. From when they gave us the case to the start of the conference,
I would say
it was
3 weeks.
3 weeks. But practically, we prepared everything the day before.
Yeah.
And everyone didn't respect the deadline.
None
we
of
all
us.
had punishments for this.
And how is the discussion going?
We are
We're definitely
completely
winning.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like
We're right.
100%.
We are right, and they are wrong, and they invaded us.
You're not saying how the conversation is going. You're only saying your point of view.
The discussion is going we're assessing our opinion, and we're presenting evidence and facts about what we're sustaining, and they're just getting something here and there and trying to defend Uganda. But the jury has understood completely that the DRC is in right.
There's not much to defend.
Well,
Not much discussion about
we
it.
violated practically every human right.
That's not true. I should not say that.
But we're still doing a great job defending
Yeah,
ourselves.
we're doing I believe that we're doing this at the best of our possibilities, and the court has yet to emit a verdict, so we still do not know who will win. But I am I have hopes for the future, and I believe that we will win at least some of the claims.
Okay, and what is your favorite part about this role?
Obviously, the dramatic speeches where you go out and just shout and yell and throw punches on the table, and it's funny.
For me, it is the objections. When someone is asking a question, you just raise your placard and objection, whatever, and they know very much about this. Pretty much.
Object everything.
Every literal question.
No, they overrule practically every one of your objections.
I don't think so.
Yeah, we're starting to discuss again.
The best part is interrogating the witnesses, as we use objections, and then it's the only moment when advocates can really talk to each other directly. You shouldn't, but we do. And it's the funniest part because there's just so much rage. It's really funny.
Yeah, it is also very, very tiring.
To me, the best part is the cross-examination of the witnesses. When they present the witness, they make him say what they wanted, and then you can just go there, ask him whatever you want, and make him say the opposite of what he was trying to say, and make it. And that was very funny to traumatize their witnesses, which have said that they wouldn't come anymore in the ICJ, never. So that was my favorite part.
Okay, one last question. What is some suggestion you want to give for next year, for people who next year will do the same thing you're doing this year?
Okay, don't have too much stress on the preparation. Just prepare as well as you can, but it is not the end game. You will not lose the case because you're not prepared at your best. You will have a disadvantage, but don't stress your brains out. It is way funnier. Like, the best part of the thing is the committee, not the preparation, obviously.
And maybe I would also add, be prepared to improvise, because a lot of times things don't go as you planned, or something comes up and you have to be ready to improvise. So be ready.
My first suggestion would definitely be don't do everything the day before the deadline, because we ended up going to bed at 2 twice. So maybe start a little bit earlier, but you'll be really stressed. You might be afraid when you come to the simulation, but it's actually the funniest thing ever. And it doesn't really matter how much preparation you've had. It's a lot about what you do there and your capabilities of inventing things through the way. And you'll just have so much fun, you'll forget about everything that you've done before.
My suggestion would be firstly to be a judge, which is much better, and you don't have to make such an effort. But then the second point would be that you don't have to prove anything to, I don't know, the judges of the real ICJ, but the most important thing, it's about making your point come across to the judges. So you don't need to say the facts, only the facts and what you're presenting, but to make your point and to be concise and be precise, so that the judges will remember some effective phrases and that will win you the case.
If I may add something, be prepared to mess up. You will mess up, definitely. There is no way you will not mess up. And so be prepared to do that. It is normal, and you will have fun anyway.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's been an honor.